Hi everyone, and for those of you that don't know, Home Alone, for months now I've known that Disney were going to make a remake for Disney Plus, and I just saw the thumbnail and then I saw the title, Home Sweet Home Alone. It's like they think that adding Home Sweet to it is going to fool us. Anywho, let's watch this trailer. 20th Century Studios, as you can see, when Disney bought Fox, they got a bunch of their IPs, including Home Alone is one of them. So let's see what they do with this remake here.
'Twas the night before Christmas vacation, and the fun was in full swing.
You'll split our family onto two separate flights.
Mom!
Yes, please!
The family left for their big vacation,
Is that everyone? The cars are leaving now!
but forgot one little thing.
Mom? Dad? Uncle Blake? They don't even know I'm here. They don't even know I'm here. My mum and dad have gone to Tokyo. I'm totally on my own.
You do realise that my 10-year-old son is at home by himself. You just assumed Max was on the other flight.
We didn't take a census.
We got reports of suspicious people around 36 Lincoln Ave.
I can't go to jail, honey. I wouldn't last 30 seconds in Gen Pop. It's where fresh fish get got.
Nobody here is getting got.
And we're criminals.
I don't think so. This is my house. I have to defend it. Orange stripe, center pocket. Ooh. That did not sound right.
I am trying to get home to my son, who is alone and scared, and he needs his mother.
Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh no, a ladder!
You think I'm that stupid?
Yes, I do.
Only on Disney Plus.
I don't know what to say to that. This was one of the most pointless things I've seen. They've tried to remake everything, even to the point the house looks the same. They're using the John Williams music in this trailer. Do you think they're going to use the exact same John Williams music in the movie too? Like they won't even compose a new soundtrack. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? I think we found one of my movies that will make it in my top 5 worst films of the year. I'm just thinking, should I put this at number 1 already? I'm gonna have to watch it, unfortunately. I'm actually not looking forward to seeing this. Like, really, I'm not. It comes when it comes close to the Christmas sort of like period. Everyone's going to go watch the first Home Alone, even the second one, and Disney have that on their streaming service on Disney Plus. So if they want to get views, just wait for Christmas to come. Everyone will flock to the original Home Alone because it's a classic. Just get your classics on your home screen and everyone will go watch them throughout the Christmas period. You'll get your views by paying no additional money. But here they spend extra money on this stuff, thinking we'll get a lot of hits this way. We'll get a lot of hits during Christmas if we make a Christmas movie. What were they thinking? They've already got Home Alone 1 and 2. People will flock and go watch that on Christmas. You'll get your views for nothing, but they decided to waste money on this. Now, the main kid they got here, he's from Jojo Rabbit. He was a very good kid in that, and if you watch him in some interviews, he's actually a little troublemaking kid in real life, so it was actually good casting to get a little troublemaker like him on board. But for Home Alone, it's not going to be fair on him. This poor little kid is going to be judged. And it does feel like when he goes, Mom, and all that, it seems like he's trying to put on... It's like he's seen Home Alone, he's trying to act like Macaulay Culkin. It doesn't seem like he's doing his own thing. No one feels like they're doing their own thing in this. If you watch even the mother when she goes, my son is home alone in the airport there, it doesn't come across as genuine. It all comes across as staged. The mother in Catherine O'Hara, who played Kevin's mother in Home Alone, when she was saying that she needs to go speak, she needs to get a flight home to go see her son, you felt it. She felt like a real mother who wanted to go see, go home and see if her son was okay because he's on his own. You saw the stress in her eyes, her body language, and everything, and the family took it seriously. Here, they come across all kinds of jokesters. Like, here's the mother here. She sounds like she's just putting on an act.
Home by himself. You just assume.
And then what is this idiot right here? It's like they've got the... I think he's a gay character. It's like they got a gay comic relief here just to annoy the mother. I mean, the people that the mother would speak to were sympathetic towards the situation, but they said, we just don't have any more flights available. It felt real, basically. This is like just every bullshit kids movie nowadays thrown into one. And it's sort of like... And they tried to inject the Home Alone formula and atmosphere into it. But then it's like everything else, all the modern day tropes and crappy kids movies just kind of like are taking over instead. None of the Home Alone DNA feels like it's actually able to breathe or thrive in here. This is a completely... It's like my words are getting jumbled in my head because I've got so much thoughts to discuss about all this. Even the two burglars. They're trying to throw a woman in there just because. But thing is, whenever you think of two burglars, you normally think of two guys. So that was the great thing about Harry and Marv. When we saw it as kids, immediately, the way they dressed them, the way they looked, they seem like burglars. This just seems like they've got some comic relief actors in here. This doesn't seem legit or genuine. The other ones felt genuine, and it had good actors in it. This just feels like it's just saying, let's just go to our SNL list of actors and just bring them in. And this idiot. I mean, Marv was an idiot, but he was still a burglar. He was still a robber. He would, like, you know, the wet bandits, he would always flood people's kitchens, like, do silly stuff like that. This is just trying to, like, just make... It's like they're trying to do the woke thing, when they're trying to make the guy just seem like a wimp and the woman seem like the confident one. But they're burglars. They're supposed to be scary. You can't make them that way. They have to have a feeling of intimidation to them. Like when they're going to go in to take, you know, steal, like you feel worried for Kevin in the original movie. Here, I don't at all worry for this kid, because it feels like he's just... It feels like he's already got, like... It feels like he's got it over him already. It doesn't feel like you fear for this kid, or later on in the movie he's going to calm down. It feels like throughout the whole thing he's that same one note. When you watch the earlier parts of the trailer and then the later parts of the trailer where it goes towards the end of the film. It feels like he's invincible. It doesn't feel like he could get caught, which Kevin always did at the end. He would always get caught. And none of these slapstick... You'll hear me say in my Space Jam Versus video, slapstick nowadays is just not what it used to be back then. And look at the faces they make with these reactions. These aren't the funny reactions that you'd get from Harry and Marv. This feels like Home Alone 4, that straight-to-DVD Home Alone 4, where they had a different actor playing Harry, and they had a girlfriend of his or something. This just feels like they're redoing Home Alone 4, is what it feels like. Ah, John Hughes, you... Even when you made Home Alone... Even when you wrote Home Alone 3, which was not a very good movie, there was still a family magic to that film. And John Williams was also the other part of the family that brought the family magic to the film, and so was Chris Columbus, that director. He also brought family magic to movies. And with none of them here, it just goes to show what Home Alone could have been if they didn't get the right people to work on it. So I'm kind of laughing at this too. I'm not laughing with it. I'm laughing at it. That I can't. It's one of those laughs where I'm like, I can't believe Disney, you decided to make this. You should be embarrassed with yourselves. But yeah, this is that typical bullshit kind of like remake that Hollywood always likes to do. I think the only other thing they could have done was made the main character a girl, if they wanted to go full on, you know, if they wanted to full on kind of like just annoy people. They'll say, yeah, we'll also go gender swap the Kevin role to a girl. That would have made things worse probably, but I don't know, I feel like I would have laughed at it more. I'd be like, huh, so us boys got the better movies and the girl got the crappier one. I don't know. I feel like with this, it's just a video I can just... Initially, I was just kind of annoyed with it. Not angry, but puzzled, annoyed. Maybe a bit of anger. But as I'm going through this trailer again, speaking to you about it, as the Joker said in The Dark Knight, now I see the funny side. Now I'm always smiling. Like, I'm just laughing at how shitty this is. These are your two robbers. So stupid this is. Really, it is. I wonder as well, are they going to put in the John Williams music? Because no other music can match the family music that he brought to the movie. That movie would not be what it was if it was not for the music. It would not be what it was if it was not for the director. It would not be what it was if it was not for the actors, the way they were acting and the way the director directed everyone. That was one of the most perfect movies. Even the second one, I love the second one too. But the first one in particular, that's one of the most perfect sort of like family movies, and this looks like one of the worst family movies that you could get for today's standards. It's like, imagine if this is what we got back in the early 90s when the original came out. We very well could have. Do you know what? I'm thinking of doing a versus video with this, and if I do, I'm actually going to say that you're getting a little hint of my conclusion to this movie early. What I'll say in the conclusion segment of that versus video is that Home Sweet Home Alone is a prime example of what we could have gotten with the original Home Alone if it was not made by the skilled people that made the first one. If it was made by anyone else, this is what we would have gotten. And yeah, this straight to Disney Plus. This might as well just say straight to video, a straight to video release, like the sequels were. I can't remember if 3 was straight to video, but I know 4 definitely was, and 5, I think that was one as well. That definitely did, and they made another one I think after that. Although I could be wrong. This just essentially saying a Disney Plus day is kind of like saying that, yeah, this is straight to video garbage. Basically, there are other good movies that go straight to streaming, but those are like, yeah, they could have gone to cinemas, but this is where streaming services are nowadays. High quality content. This is the low quality shit that you would expect to go straight to video, where they just didn't give a shit when they made it. They just repeated what the other films did and then just did slapstick violence for PG. Anyway, they just basically copied everything the other one did, but did it with much less passion, much less money, much less everything, and then just shat it out onto video. That's what this comes across as. So anytime I scroll on this on Disney Plus, I'll be like, oh, this falls into the shit pile. This really does look like an absolute garbage fire. This really does. Anyway, what did you guys think of this trailer? Were you mad about it a little bit like I was at the beginning? Like a little bit angry a little? Or were you just laughing at it all the way? Because I feel like I'm laughing at it now. I'm not open to seeing this because it just looks like an uninspired Hollywood cash grab. But I am definitely... I will take the mick out of it in my versus video. I'll be analytical like I normally do, but I'll also try to take the piss out of it too, because this really deserves it. It really, really does. Although I do feel sorry for the main kid in here, because, you know, he doesn't deserve that. I hope no one gives him any hate, because, you know, he's just a kid. He just took on a job. Let him make his money right now. Let him be known a bit, and then hopefully find bigger roles to be in. Because he was very good in Jojo Rabbit. I implore you to watch that if you haven't seen it. He's a little troublemaker in that movie. And he felt like a more original troublemaker in that film than he does in this film. And, yeah. Okay, so that's 2 trailer reactions you got today. And, man. Talk about going from Scream 5 to this. 2 completely opposite ends of the spectrum with regards to quality. And then no quality here. So, thanks very much for watching another trailer reaction, guys. Stay tuned for my Batman trailer reaction, which will come later this week. And I might make a trailer review on that one too, like I did last year when the other trailer came out. But yeah, DC Fandom is right around the corner. And if there's enough good stuff there, I will hopefully review every trailer I can. Not any behind-the-scenes stuff, but every trailer, if there's a trailer there. Including the new Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady, which they should release some gameplay of that by now. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch all of you next time. Take care.